I was born to fish. I'm obsessed about being the complete angler. As a fishing journalist and photographer, I go to the greatest lengths to get the shot. Join me as I travel the world in search of fishing heaven. Barra! Oh, barra!
Oh, yeah!
It's the one thing I wanted to do more than anything. Oh, until I hooked up.
Wetting a line with some of the best fish shows on the planet.
Absolute cracker, mate.
Oh, yeah! The monster!
In fishing, you have your good days and you have your bad days.
Oh!
This is the ultimate fishing bucket list.
Except I'm fighting something bigger than a bucket.
Fishing is much more than just catching fish.
Butterfingers.
It's about sharing the adventure with your mates.
This has given a whole new meaning to fishing with mates.
I'm Al McGlashan, and this is Fishing with Mates.
Woohoo!
This week,
Look on the left, Al. Look on the left.
it's the battle of TV fishing hosts.
Look at that.
It's Aussie Al
Australia.
up against Yankee fishing legend Carter Andrews.
Oh, boy.
And we're fishing the best Sydney has to offer from both salt and freshwater.
Can't you get one of these?
Some may say I've got the home ground advantage,
Eat it.
Come on, Al.
while those who know me will tell you that ain't gonna help.
Doesn't count unless it's in the boat.
Oh, here we go.
Either way, the winner takes all, while the loser will probably never admit defeat.
The winning team.
This is Australia versus the US of A.
You're going down.
Oh, Yank, you're going down. We're going to win this one.
There he is, the Yank. I'm catching up with my old mate, Carter Andrews. Now, you think I'm passionate about fishing. This bloke is obsessed.
Look, it's the world-famous Al McGlashan.
The one and only Stexmum. How the hell are you, mate?
I couldn't be better. I
Welcome
couldn't be
to
better.
Australia.
Thank you. I can't wait. Fishing Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, we put on the weather, man. Check it out.
Yeah, sunny Sydney.
Yeah, isn't it bronze and beautiful every day? Yeah, freaking freezing.
Carter hosts one of the top fishing shows in the US of A. And do you know what? It's appropriately called The Obsession of Carter Andrews.
That's why I came, right there.
Woo!
Wow. Another great one.
So my plan is to give Carter a taste of Sydney, local fishing. And it's all about Aussie fish. We're gonna catch Aussie salmon, Aussie kingfish, tailor, and then finish off with Aussie bass, because I know he loves his bass fishing.
So the plan is we'll get bait and then we'll go and try some of the outside reefs, see if we can get a big one for you, because we need a meter kingfish. So what's that, 3.5 foot, I think?
That's my goal as a meter
If we
fish.
can get you a
I
meter
would
one.
love a meter fish.
So first up, we're targeting kingfish, yellowtail kingfish. Kingfish are so popular because they're a good-looking fish, they fight hard, they grow over 1.5 meters. So what better fish to get Carter started on his Australian adventure?
Well, I can't wait.
So we're going to go, we'll check the artificial reef. So they put up a metal frame, designed it specifically just to, you know, catching the East Australian current. Let's have a look at all the bait up here.
You can see all that dancing water. That's all bait.
And you know the best part? My biggest king ever out of Sydney, right here. And mate, I haven't seen bait on this spot
Look
for
at
years.
this.
Look at
Look
it.
at this.
Get a yakka down as quick as you can. There's got to be something on the edge of this.
You know, we got outside the harbor, and the birds are working. There's loads of bait on the surface on top of the reef. And I'm thinking, this is it. We're going to smoke them. There's got to be fish with this much bait. You would think there's fish in here.
You couldn't ask for anything more than bait on the surface. When you've got those big schools of yakkers breezing up on top, that's as good as it gets.
I love it. Sunny in Sydney, calm seas, sunny weather.
You reckon we'd be rewarded with a big one out of here, wouldn't you?
I'd like to see that. You know, all I ever hear about Australia is how hot and how dry and sunny it is. And, you know, this morning I'm seeing these big squall lines coming in and it's blowing hard and was building up to the perfect storm.
So we've got 2 baits down straight away, drifting on the edge of the bait, but we're not getting any bites. Of course, the weather takes its toll on you, you're getting thrown around. So tell me about your Operation Panama. Is it nice, calm, flat water, sunny, like we put up in Australia?
You know, 90% of the time, it is flat calm. It's beautiful. That's one of the great things about it. Home for me is Jackson Hole, Wyoming. But for 6 months of the year, I'm in Panama, fishing the legendary big game waters.
Well, I knew we were going to get bit again.
It's some of the best big game fishing.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
Incredible tuna fishing. Blue marlin, black marlin, sailfish, explosive topwater bite.
Really? Oh, that sounds awesome.
And then the inshore fishing for the rooster fish and Kubera snapper and bluefin trevally and
Oh, really?
yeah, so a little bit of everything. A lot of the waters I fish in, we're in big boats and calm seas. Today I found myself in a little boat in big seas, really big seas, like between the swells, can't even see anything. I was persistent about us staying out there, that we were gonna get a bite.
You get a bite straight away there. There's a heap of them.
And as we're circling back around and we're fishing our live baits through one of those
Little
big
bastard.
schools of bait we saw on the surface, I got a bite.
Ready? Yep, got him on.
I'm hooked up. It is my first Australian kingfish.
Where's mine?
Yeah!
Yep, got him on.
I'm hooked up. It is my first Australian kingfish.
Where's mine?
I feel the bite. I tighten up. It's a circle hook, so I just start winding. I couldn't be more excited.
Get out of your way. You've done it. Oh, well done. You're on fire.
Thank you. Settle down, buddy. It's very similar to our California yellowtail, but my first one here in Australia,
An Aussie kingfish.
and I was really excited about it, especially since Al hadn't caught one.
An Aussie kingfish, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Full Sydney condition.
That's amazing. As much as I'm enjoying this fish and this moment, I really couldn't wait to get back in the harbor. Oh, come on, buddy. It was quite the experience out there in Al's little boat.
There we go. They're pretty little things, aren't they? Oh, you little bugger. Aggro.
No, they are beautiful. Now, centimeters. I'm not used to centimeters, so what was that?
Oh, probably about 60. But I tell you what, it's a well-earned fish today.
Yeah, no, look, I got to sit down to talk to you. It's so rough.
Oh, well, we caught one. That's it.
What do you mean, we?
Well, I guided you to this
Oh,
fish.
you
and
did, you
I
did,
said
you're
that it
right.
was just
That's
over there.
true.
So. At the end of the day, the weather was giving us a really hard time. We're getting thrown around. It's wet. It's cold. So there's only one thing for it. Scoot back inside the harbour. Back inside the harbour. The best thing, it was calm. The weather was starting to improve, so instead of focusing with live baits around structure, we're looking for surface feeding fish. And the key to that is to find the birds. Find the birds and you'll find the fish. This is my little Halco, Aussie made, mate. Being on Topwater, it's all about those little Halco poppers, little stick baits. Find the birds, get round in front of the action where the fish are breezing, cast in there, it's game on.
Once we finally located some birds and the fish working under the birds, you know, the competition is already there. I've got my first fish already.
So I'm feeling a bit of pressure. The Yank's already won up. He's caught a kingfish out the front.
Do they not like this popper?
Yeah, they're not as good. Oh, yep. That one did. But didn't take long and I was on. Yeah, they do like poppers, actually.
Al's hooked up. Now the score's tied.
That was nice.
Look at him right there. There's a good little boil up behind us there.
I quickly throw a cast right over the top of Al.
I'll teach you to fish. Oh, he's done it. He's on. Told you I'd teach you one day.
Look at that. Bam, I'm on. Here we are, right in front of the bridge, doubled up.
Look at him jumping.
You can't argue with it. Fishing in front of the harbour bridge, catching pelagics. That's it. We're catching you the Aussie fish on this trip, mate. That's what it's all about. They're boiling everywhere.
With all this going on, the ferries going by, boats everywhere.
And fish blowing up and they don't care.
No, they don't care. That's a beautiful fish. Look at that. Oh, mine's gone again.
There we go. Popper caught
They
salmon.
really are beautiful.
Put him in the live one.
That's the first there. This is gonna be a first if I can get him in here. This is pretty exciting. I love it. This is the bridge in Sydney Harbour that you see in every photo. Right behind it's the Opera House, maybe the most recognized building in the world. And I'm with my new friends catching salmon. Oh, come here, buddy. It was great to be able to catch double up with Al in the Sydney Harbour. Al, I like that. That is my first Aussie salmon. A nice, look at that, a nice double pair here.
Like, how good is it? And like you said, you've got the harbour bridge in the background. How good is that you can just catch them like that?
That was great.
So at the end of the day, you can't argue. We've got a double hook up in front of the harbour bridge, the city. Mate, it's pretty good. There we go, buddy. Gone away. Well, there you go, Carter.
Ow.
The first Aussie salmon in front of the Aussie Harbour Bridge in Sydney Harbour. That's not a bad way to start.
That was perfect.
After getting a few salmon, I wanted to get him some variety. I wanted to get him some kingfish on Topwater. So we snuck down to one of the other bays where I'd been seeing a lot of fish. The only thing was, the ironic thing, right in front of where he was staying. We've driven all around the place, and where do we end up fishing? Right in front of his accommodation.
Isn't this where you picked me up from,
Yeah.
right over here?
It's just over there, but you don't justify...
So what did we go all the way out there for?
That was the sightseeing tour. That was the whale watching bit, you know? We're going offshore, we're going to show you this, we're going to go over there, now we're going to go back right in front of where you were and start fishing.
Al certainly knows the harbor. He's been fishing in his entire life. But what Al didn't realize is that I've been studying there in Rushcutter Bay, the fish, and when they start to feed, and the bird schools coming in on top of the schools of fish. So I had a plan for Al.
There you go, just there, there they are, they're up. Just there. You'll see them all blowing there.
I see him.
So if we go up inside there and we'll drift back onto them, it was a solid patch too, eh? All of a sudden, there's fish boiling up, it's game on. Cast in.
There's another one pop. There they are.
Oh, yeah. The great thing about using small poppers and stick baits and light tackle is that you're actually hunting the fish. Casting in right in front of the boiling fish, you can see them, and then when they hit the lure, there's this explosion, and the rod comes alive in your hands. Oh, yeah. Oh, kingy. Oh. It's as good as it gets, I reckon. I love it. Oh, come on. Oh,
Oh, look at him.
oh, little bastard. Oh, yep. Oh, the Aussie's
Mama sick.
I've hooked up. I just pulled the hook.
Pull the hook.
Come on.
You're giving me another chance here.
And then I pulled the hooks.
You think they like that Halco?
I think they like that Halco a little bit better.
Yeah, he's copying me now.
Well, you're certainly getting some action on it. You just can't hook them. I'm going to show you how to hook them.
Hey, you know, Carter, the guys from the Complete Angler gave me this rod for you.
Did they?
Yep, works great for me, though.
I see how well it's working for you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that bit. Want to swap? Damn it. Maybe I just need to shut up a bit more often.
There they are now underneath us.
So I was here to outdo the American. Yes, I wanted to show him a good time and show him how awesome Sydney, Australia is. But at the end of the day, I'm going to win. This is it. Birds have started on them now. You just watch. I'll show you how it's done.
Show me how it's done.
I don't know if we've done right.
Oh, look on the left, Al. Look on the left.
What? Oh. For a moment, I thought you were serious. Come on.
Look at him boiling on
Got it.
Carter.
Oh, you...
I'm on. I'm
Come
on.
on.
You got
That's
it?
how it's done.
Oh,
It's a salmon!
That's how it's done, Al. Did you see that? Did you see that?
He's got an Aussie salmon out.
Oh, it's a salmon!
That's how
Wrong
it's done, Al. Did you see
species.
that? Did you see that?
He's got an Aussie salmon out.
Wow, this is fun. You ought to get one. Oh, and I'm on again. He came off and I'm on again. Oh, this one's smoking me now.
Kingy there now.
Huh?
I reckon you've got a kingy there now.
Wow. It came off and I got bit again.
Yep, I reckon so does salmon.
I got bit subsurface on my top water. That's good. I got 2 in 1 cast. Ow. You ought to try
That's
this.
a kingy now.
You ought to try this.
You're a bum. I can't believe it. And I still haven't got a bloody fish.
Wow.
Bang, straight away he's on and he's got a kingy.
Wow, he's smoking me.
How much fun are the kings on the light tack? It's got to be a kingy there on it.
This is what I really wanted because we caught the kingy out the front on heavy tackle.
Look at him down there. See him, Al?
Oh, yeah, way over there.
Huh?
Light tackle on these fish, it's a lot more fun. If you use heavy gear, you just crank it up. The light gear, you might be fighting it for a while.
Good fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
How good is
yeah.
it?
Yeah, on this rod, this is great. This was beautiful. These guys were trying to tell me how to do it, but they don't have one on. This is my second one now.
Don't worry about me, mate. I'll just keep casting in the background.
Al, when I get this fish in, you don't mind getting him for me, do you? Might be the only fish you touch all day.
Yeah, smart ass.
Look, right on the buoy. Look, I'm right on the buoy, a bunch of them.
You can all stick it. I'm going to go and catch my own fish now.
Carter was taking so long on this fish.
Well,
I went fishing off the bow and hooked up another fish.
double.
Doubled up?
I think this one's a Taylor, though.
Taylor.
Yeah. Taylor in Australia. Bluefish, they're only small, though. Oh, done him.
Gone.
Go on. I'll go straight back around, catch another one.
You know, getting bit wasn't the problem for Al. It's putting the fish in the boat that was Al's problem.
Is that annoying? Sorry, I didn't see it. Sorry. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, I was just trying to work this lure.
You wanna hold this rod and see what it feels like?
Oh, that came back to bite me, didn't it? Is it up? Mate, I got the landing net ready for it.
No. This isn't one of your fish. This is my fish. You need a bigger net.
Wait, hang on. Mine's in there. I got the flying gaff just there for it. Actually, maybe I should talk less and cast more to try and get another bloody fish on.
All right, he's doing something. Here we go. He's a nice one. I'll take him. You already touched the leader, so that...
I dropped it. Only kidding.
Beautiful. Look at that.
How good is that, man? You started with an Aussie salmon and you finished with an Aussie kingfish.
2 fish in 1 cast. Don't you wish you could do that, Big Al?
Yeah, right. Tom, jump in and support.
I'll show you how to do that next fish.
All right, I'm watching now. I'm learning.
Thank you, buddy.
Tom, I knew you're good for something, mate.
That's beautiful fish.
Such a pretty little bugger. All right, my little friend.
Yeah, you let your fish go. That's right.
He's a swimmer. All right, now it's my turn. Get out of the way, I'm coming through.
You know, I was all amicable. I was there to look after Carter and make him feel at home. So I was happy to lose a few fish. But then he started catching and catching.
Let's see, I've gotten 2 kingfish today. How many did you get today, Al?
I'll come back to you on that one a bit later on. Damn it.
Team USA. Hold on. Watch this.
Oh, here we go. There's got to be kings on there.
There we go. I'm on.
Not again. Bloody hell. Come on.
Look,
Seriously.
Can't you get one of these?
Seriously.
They're all over the boat.
Eat it. Something.
Come on, Al. Here you go.
one.
You want this one? You
Oh,
sure?
what a fish. Oh, man, I can't even get a bite.
I love the way this was working out.
Woo! A jumper.
Salmon this time. Oh, missed him. Oh, something different, missed him.
Beautiful fish, too. Look at that.
The score was 2-1, and then it became 3-1, and then it became 4-1.
Those salmon are inhaling the poppers, look.
Mate, how good is that?
Those salmon are inhaling the poppers, look.
Mate, how good is that?
Great fun.
How good is it that they're...
Great fun.
Carter kept hooking up. He had salmon, he had kingies, and all I did was lose them.
Let me just give him some pliers to get this thing out
Don't break my hook.
and shut him up. Oh, man, sorry. No, shut the fish up. The fish.
I wasn't feeling bad for Al. I was feeling great for myself.
Aren't you glad you wanted to have a competition today?
You know what? I just got to learn not to open my big mouth all the time.
There you go. Team USA 4.
I got a salmon.
Oh, you did get a salmon. 4-1. Boy, we're doing good now.
I'm on fire.
We're doing good now. 4-1.
Some people are just beyond help out.
What are you saying?
How many fish have you caught?
Ah, how many fish have I caught?
All right.
Let me tell you. Oh, go back a bit there, right there, mine.
I wasn't catching a single fish. I'd pull hooks, I'd get bitten off. Suddenly, Australia versus the US was not looking any good at all for Australia. I was letting the team down.
There he is.
Oh, you tin
There he
ass.
is. There he is.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Boy, this is fun.
This is awesome fun.
He's leaving me for dead. I'm losing fish, missing fish, and he's just catching them one after the other.
Oh boy, this is getting good. Look at this.
Awesome, McGlashan.
You got one. Oh, great. Look, we're doubled up. This is great. We got one from the sea and one from the air. Oh. Woo! I thought you said you were hooked. Well, I guess you are hooked.
Tommy, I don't want to hurt you, mate. Stay still. Was it a bird in the hands worth two in the bush?
You know what? Now that I've gotten 6, I'll give you 2 for him only because it's so unique of a catch.
Look at that. He's not even hooked. Ah! Do you think that's just really nice? Well, does this count for variety?
How's that feel?
Look at this. You right now, mate? There you go. Awesome fishing.
You want to catch a fish?
I'm on fire, mate. You know what? Carter might have caught a couple more fish than me, but has he caught a bird? No, not even close. Maybe edge back down there again.
There he is! I'm on!
Oh, for God's sake, what am I doing? Oh, I missed him. Oh, wait, no, it's not mine.
Oh, it's a tailor.
Well, I tell you what, it was looking good at the start. The fish were up, everything was good, except my fishing.
Same thing.
Don't worry, mate, I'm going to beat you on the bass. I got completely towelled up. I think it was 8-1 at the end. With the sun going down, I admitted defeat. Time to cut my losses. We're going freshwater.
All right, that's it. We're going for the bass.
What Al doesn't really know is that bass fishing, that's what I grew up doing in Tennessee. So I got a special card I'm gonna play on the bass fishing in the front.
I hate to tell you, man, that's what I'm really good at.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Christ.
Next week on Fishing with Mates, the trash talk intensifies. I am the praying mantis of bass. As I attempt to show the Yank how to catch Aussie bass.
That was the idea. You throw it in the tree.
Against the stunning backdrop of the beautiful Hawkesbury River.
You guys all right? I'm just fighting a fish.
Yeah, keep fighting him.
It's little Aussie Al, Australia, up against Team USA. May the best fisho win.
God.
Typical Al McGlashan special.
I'm re-rigging. I hooked up and got a tail and got drilled. I'm like, oh, come on.
I kind of feel bad. I'm catching all the fish today.
Well, you might know what you're doing, but you're not going to win this battle. I'm going to win it.
You are... trash talk. I'm not good at trash talking, man.
I won! I won!